Here's our Grand National course guide, taking you through the entire course fence by fence from the rider's perspective, and showing you what it takes to conquer all 30 obstacles across the 4-mile and 2.5 furlong event. So the horses must first make their way to the opening fence, conquering the 4'6" plain fence before approaching the second. At this point, the jockeys are doing their best to get the horses' stride as good as they can as they approach the second fence, slightly taller than the first. It's then on to the west head, a tricky one for the horses and jockeys with a large ditch in front as well as a large drop behind. Again, concentration is key here, ensuring the stride is as good as it can be. The next two fences are both plain fences, so this presents a good opportunity for the riders to get into a solid rhythm as they progress through the course. It's good to assess whether there are any loose horses that could negatively influence your run during this time too, as you make your way through to the 6th fence at the Grand National. Fence 6, Becher's Brook, is one of the largest to overcome, with a huge drop at the back of it. The horses often peck after this jump, so it's the jockey's job to get them back into a consistent gallop. You're then on to one of the smallest fences at the Grand National, formidable, which tends to be one of the easier fences for the horses and jockeys to jump. Following that, it's on to fence 8, Canal Turn, which is notoriously challenging due to its 90-degree turn coming out of it. After that's conquered, it's straight on to Valentine's Brook, another large fence at the National. After that, it's fairly plain sailing for a while. Horses and jockeys are faced with another plain fence, followed by a ditch, then 3 more plain fences until they reach the biggest and most challenging fence of them all, the chair. With a huge ditch in front of it and measuring at 5 foot and 2 inches, this is a real test for horses and jockeys. After that, it's the water jump, a small fence with a large spread of water at the back of it, certainly much easier than the chair. Next, the horses and jockeys have to do it all again for a second lap. However, both the chair and the water jump are not included in this second run. On this lap, the race intensity really heightens, and when the horses and jockeys get to the elbow, it's time for the jockeys to ask absolutely everything of their horse as the dramatic final stretch is in front of them. After a long and hard race, the horses reach the finish line, and the winner of the Grand National is decided once and for all.